Go look, you want to in skull chop out. That's right. You want to enjoy going chop out.
Welcome to Crime Time News and Entertainment with a buzz. The chaos and catastrophe, madness and murders continue. The voice note of the video that you just heard, edited version, is of an incident that took place in a place that is called JUBZ, that is in Clarendon, that is near Claude McKay School, I guess. Where it is said that a man known as Boardhead, he was taken out by his nephew, Garrison, known as JUBZ. Based on the information, it is said that Boardhead came home to his dwelling. When he opened his door, he saw the nephew, JUBZ, inside, robbing his place, dismantling his place. It is said that when JUBZ realized that he was caught red-handed with his hand in the cookie jar, he then commenced to clot up Mr. Boardhead. Cross him head, cross him face, cross him neck, cross him shoulder, cross him hand, cross him foot. Everything looked like some sorts of BUTCHER shop. He was CHOPPED up badly. Now, based on the information that is circulating out there, it is said that JUBZ is now using the insanity card. He might act like him mad. He is acting as if he did not know what he did. But persons are making me know that, listen, it's just wicked and evilous. Persons are saying that it is only a pity that JUBZ did not get some sorts of Tarzan Jane and the little monkey kind of justice for taking away his own uncle. It is sad as FUCK. Point blank and period.
I watch it pre now. But the playing with the shark and the all TV, GMC, I care up news about the man wash up ashore. How we go for the man? You hear that? How we go for the man? Gary upon him surf. I come down and then call because we down in the south. Down in the western side, I swim come to the east. If we find him, where we start, we swim and come up. And then Gary calls, say, when we go up with Gary there, Gary say, see Anya, and me, go down there, go dive and take up his hand. And then we say, alright, Bullet I say, yo, if I saw a shark grabbing in our intent, we go dry body, go out to sea way. We go out to sea, go look. By the time I come to boom and spin about 100 feet from where the hand there. The body lay down on the sun out there, then say, see me. Lay down, no head. By the time we did it, I swim on and I say, alright, I could say we see head. Byron dive with the tank and go down, go tie rope on his foot. And the man him drive him up in the boat. By the time he reach halfway in the water, we a shark. When I look, you see the big old monster tiger shark. I want tiger shark. Tiger shark have some like a stripe on inside like some like a grayish. I want Goliath. And I know playboy nothing. Monster. You hear that? So all who chat and know, take it from who was there, who do it. And the man get some dangerous attack. Some part time completely gone. You understand? So, I don't even know. I will agree with one. Yeah, man. You hear me? Just love it thing, brother. Just say condolence and make it rest there. So. Don't scrutinize on the door and say things on the door. You see, bro? Yeah.
Like I've always said, there are always three sides to every story. This story pertains to the 16-year-old youth that used to attend William Nib High School that is in Trelawney, that was taken away by a shark a couple of days ago. Since that incident, we've heard all sorts of stuff. We heard that the body was washed ashore, TVJ News and other news outlets. We heard the Popo that is in charge of that era came out, and because he wanted to do some sorts of damage control, his name is Mr. Milton, I think. He said that there's no sorts of danger, imminent danger out there. There's no sorts of proof that this youth was taken away by any sorts of shark. As a matter of fact, I am going to play a sample of exactly what he had to say, and then I am going to come back.
Concerns really surround the mutilation of this body, which is theorized to have been caused by sharks. However, I must state categorically that there is nothing evidential to support this. There are also concerns that the waters along the northern coastline of the parish are unsafe for swimming. I must say again that there is absolutely no need for alarm, and there's nothing at this point to indicate that this is so.
So people, like I said, there are always three sides to every story. The fisherman's side, the poor side, and then there's the truth as to exactly what took place. You heard from somebody that was on the ground, one of the fishermen themselves, that actually said he was, along with other persons, the people that recovered the body, the people that were actually in the sea, saw the body, recovered the hand, recovered the body without the head, and took it to the shore. We've heard TVJ say that the body was out there Monday and was washed onto the shore on Tuesday. People, who are you going to listen to? Are you going to listen to the fishermen that were there on the ground or in the sea, like me say, that actually were traumatized, had to watch this youth, 16-year-old, lose his life, encountered the same shark? The fisherman told you that that is a natural instinct, the MO of the tiger shark and dangerous shark like that. First, them take what they prey once there's any sorts of blood. And then them save the body. The body was laying on the seashore, not the seashore, upon the sand under the sea. So therefore, he was coming back to finish it because apparently he eat some or ate something else and then he was coming back. So the people have to pretty much run off the shark, the tiger shark that is. When we think about what the Popo said, we have to also understand that these people have ulterior motive. Their agenda and priority is to protect the tourism interests, the money. So therefore, if them put out any sorts of scare and make people panic, it is going to be bad for business. However, when other persons go out there, listen to what the Popo is saying and think that it is facts, it is going to only endanger the lives of other citizens of Jamaica. So therefore, them prefer the tourists them for dead and enjoy themselves on the sea and the sand and the shore. And then when the fisherman go out there, the fisherman get KILLED. So this is very disturbing to see that the Popo were not doing their investigations. They were not doing their due diligence, because if they were, they would have gotten the proper information from the proper sources. But then again, like I said, people, whenever money is your motive, whenever you have an hidden agenda, it is always going to be money before the interests of the people or the life and well-being of the people. Sad to say. So people, I let you hear one of the persons that went on the official recovery mission. I let you hear what Mr. Milton, the Popo, had to say. Listen to what a family member, a fisherman that has been fishing for over 20-something years, that is almost 3 decades, had to say. He was there, he was a part of the recovery mission. So therefore, he knew exactly what he saw. He does not need the Popo to tell him exactly what took place, because he was there on the ground or in the sea. Like me say, take a listen, take a look, and then I'll give my piece.
I just scroll on Instagram and see where Mr. Milton, the Commander-in-Chief, the Trelawney, have stated that there is no shark in Falmouth water or Trelawney water. And the youth found 2 miles of sea. Not like that, man. No 2 miles of sea, man. I'm his uncle. I'm in the fishing for 27th year. 27th year, me a fish now got 28th year. Me see the shark already. When we go, we find him on one side and we find him body one side without head. You understand? In the process of taking up his body, there comes the shark. About 4 boats we go there. We shoot off of the shark twice. And the shark swim away and come back. Decide he not left because he knows he make a kill. You understand? And because we take the body out of the water, make him not come back and finish eat off the youth. Only no want to see sight of the body. Only no want to see it. So no listen to nobody when they talk crap when they know nothing about sea, their foot never wet. They have never been to a beach to swim, much less to go out in a deep.
So people, like I said, 3 sides to the story. You heard from one of the fishermen that was there. You heard from the Popo. Then you hear from a family member that was a part of the recovery mission. So therefore, you don't need to hear anything else. You know where the truth lies. You know who is telling lies. You know who is telling the truths. You know who has ulterior motive. You know who has not been doing any sorts of investigation, or if they were, they are telling lies. People, it is sad to say that the poor force in Jamaica is incompetent, negligent like they are. Bad enough somebody loses their life. However, whenever you are distorting the truth, it makes it even harder for the family member of the person that lost their life. It is sad, despicable, point blank and period. Now the next thing that is popping in the news is an update about a story that I spoke about a couple of days ago as it pertains to Private Danville that was taken out in a Denham Town. A soldier that is, based on the information, it is said that he was at some sorts of security checkpoint. There was some sorts of party in the area. After the party, the soldier spot some man at Bumi. There was some sorts of confrontation. Based on what they said, there was some sorts of pie out after the smoke cleared. Mr. Danville was seen with all sorts of corn head and mouth, to be specific. Now, people, when that incident occurred, I said to myself, well, if what they say is true and it's some sorts of gunmen that they were in some sorts of confrontation with, sooner or later, you're going to have a whole bunch of people getting arrested, a whole bunch of people getting MURDERED or justifiably taken out. I also made it very clear that whenever anything happened like this in the era, unless it was ordered by the Don or the person that is governing the place, whomever was responsible, if it is a lone wolf or if it is a man that is not following the protocols of the badness, he will be pushed out, or the Don is going to make sure that he himself and his family have to either leave or get KILLED. But I said, in my opinion, I think that it is some sorts of friendly FIRE. Now, people, we have realized that the place kind of get calm. Yes, there was some sorts of curfew. However, we don't see the popo or the soldiers down there harassing people that they usually do whenever any sorts of soldier or popo is taken out in a very unjustifiable way, in any sorts of pie out. We don't hear say anybody DEAD and the motive is because of the soldier. So therefore, we can come to the conclusion that it is some sorts of friendly FIRE that took out the soldier. And the JDF and the JSF, they are in denial. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news, it is called Nobody Can Cross, It Is Only Who Can Understand It, the remix. There was an incident in a rural St. Andrew wherein there was some sorts of flooding, some sorts of bridge popped down. And there was a man known as Cliff Twang. He had a song that says something like this: nobody can cross, it is only who can understand it. In part of that video, there was somebody that said, the bus can't swim, the bus can't swim. Well, people, in this case, it has nothing to do with that. However, this is the remix. This is called The Car Can Fly. People, take a listen, take a look to this not so beautiful bean footage, and then I'll give my piece.
Accident happened. Acha.
In 2.2 kilometers, stay to the left.
Faster hit here, so.
You can't put on a fly across the gully. Don't look that way, you can't pass.
No, sir. Clear. Who are them here sitting there? Eh? Who are they, sir? So, where are they? No, sir.
Brother, he can't fly over this, sir.
That's why he can't fly all over there, sir, brother.
You come here, sir? See, piece of mud there.
See, carry it. See, what's that? Yeah.
And I kill switch.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
See me,
and him there drive more than I white.
Yeah.
And then they walk up and down.
Yeah.
I look.
Never get a scratch.
How are the bumbo cloth? Excuse me language.
Yeah. I the man there and white did I drive. This don't look good. Look at car fly.
General, are you there drive that?
Look at car fly from.
Well, you have to go to church, you know, brother.
Brother, go repent.
Now, people, like I said, this only shows you the type of motorists that are on the road of Jamaica. This is yet an perfect example. They are very reckless. Like my granny always say, dog have money in buy cheese. NEIGA cannot stand promotion. So a lot of times these youths are making this money from ill-gotten means. Don't know if it is a curse of the elderly people of the scamming or chopping that cause them to always CRASH on some sorts of bike or some sorts of vehicle. However, whichever place that this man rested his head last night, he better go back and rest his head because his head should have been resting in peace. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news, it seems as if reprisal is quick and reprisal is swift. In these Garrison in Jamaica, there was a video that is making its round all over social media in which we saw one individual hop out a black vehicle, went into some sorts of business establishment, act as if he was some sorts of customer, walked past a man they might have had some sorts of conversation. He then came out, some sorts of short conversation was held with the man again, him wheel and pop off and blaze up the man surprisingly. He then tried to go into that man's pocket and get his key so that he could drive off his Mark X. However, he was not very successful. He then jumped into the drop-off car, the pickup car, the exit car, the getaway driver, and took away himself. Based on information that I am getting from the Popo, the assailant in that incident, the man died. He was also taken out a couple of hours later. So like I said in the previous video that I did, he did not realize that the walls have ears and the ground have eyes. He did not realize that there was some sorts of CCTV camera mounted. So therefore persons saw the vehicle had pulled up, saw the getaway driver, saw the assailant, and more than likely people recognized him, and that was how he also got or met his demise. So based off the video evidence and based on what the Popo said, the Popo report, these were friends, some sorts of associates. There was some sorts of mix-up about some sorts of ill-gotten means of the lottery scamming type, and that is why this man lost his life. So therefore, he knew the person that took him out. And the people that are a part of this man that lost his life, the first one, they also knew the person that was the assailant. So therefore, apparently, they went for him and they took him out. Now, based on conversations that I've had with persons in a law enforcement, they said to me, don't you realize how the thing goes? It is a bunch of snakes that are partners, friends turn enemies. So a lot of these youths will pull some sorts of towncraft on each other, especially when they know that the person that is marked for DEATH is more serious than them. So what they do, they plan to meet them at some sorts of location. Act as if them coming upon some sorts of business tip or some sorts of information sharing tip. And when they least expect it, that is when they get shocked and awed and taken out, gone to the afterlife. Such is the case in this case. And what is also obvious in a lot of these cases when we see people lose them life, it is close range. These people know within themselves that, listen, if my enemy they cross the street, more than likely, me I go blaze up 100 rounds. If one hits that person, we are lucky. So that is why whenever they get in any sorts of pie out as it pertains to the Popo, they are always going to be on the SHITTY end of the stick. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. And last but not least, please subscribe to my next channel. It is called Jamaica Dancehall Source. I'll be pinning the link to that channel in the description of this video. Bless up.